very good evening to you. Many thanks for joining us tonight on the broadcast. You're watching KUTV News at 9. Let's get an introduction. Now, this is a day before protests. The countrywide protests are expected in the country, and the Generation Zs are expected to cause a total shutdown in the country as they target #total shutdown in the country. And this is expected to be witnessed across all counties, and we shall be seeing how that unfolds come tomorrow. But first, let's get an introduction.
This is KUTV Primetime News with Anyango, Sylvia.
That's right, and our sign language interpreter tonight is John Opio. Remember, this broadcast is also live on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya, and you can engage with us on X at KUTV_Kenya, at Anyango Sylvia KE. We begin. Now, a few hours after Dr. Austin Omondi was released from Parklands Police Station, other protesters opposing the 2024 finance bill, including Boniface Mwangi, Hanifa Fasafi, and Hussein Khalid, were arrested and later released. However, prominent activist Shadrack Kiprono, alias popularly known as Shad Khalif, was abducted in the South Bay area of Nairobi and is currently missing. Listen in.
Human rights activist Boniface Mwangi, Hanifa Farsafi and Hussein Khalid were arrested by DCI inside the DCI headquarters Kiambu and taken to Nairobi area police station in the company of former Chief Justice Willy Mutunga. They had walked into the headquarters demanding the release of abducted protest mobilizers, where they were arrested before being released. Elsewhere, CCTV footage captured the moment Kenyan social media personality Shadrack Kiprono, popularly known as Shad Khalif, was abducted by suspected undercover detectives in South B on Sunday evening, allegedly due to his passionate involvement in the #Reject Finance Bill 2024 protest. Shad Khalif abduction happened hours after Dr. Austin Omondi, who was among the mobilizers offering free medical aid and blood donation drive to help injured protesters, was released at Parklands Police Station following intense online protest calling for his release. Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists and Dentists Union, KMPDU, released a statement condemning his abduction. Attorney General Justin Muturi's son, Leslie, was also abducted and released. He was held at the anti-terror police unit offices for several hours until his father came to pick him up. Earlier, blogger Billy Simani alias Crazy Nairobian and comedian Eric Omondi were released from police custody after being arrested. The abductions have been met with widespread criticism among Kenyan social media users and are only intensifying their outrage. Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki, addressing the media this evening, confirmed that all Kenyans have the right to peacefully protest, but will face the law in case they violate it during the ongoing demonstrations nationwide. Victor Washira, KUTV.
And President Ruto is set to assent the Finance Bill 2024 into law on Thursday this week, once the National Assembly passes it during the third reading tomorrow. Our reporter James Baraka unpacks the lawmaking process that this bill goes through amidst the public outcry and the ongoing Gen Z's 7 days of rage protest.
The completion of the second reading process of lawmaking that saw 204 MPs vote in favor of the Finance Bill 2024 as 115 voted against it paved way for the bill to proceed to committee stage, where the Committee of the Whole House will consider the proposed amendments, voting on each while approving clause by clause with or without amendments before proceeding for the third reading tomorrow. A final vote will then be taken at the third reading stage, in which no amendments can be made, and once the bill is passed by the House, the Speaker of the National Assembly will present it to President Ruto on Thursday for assenting within 14 days. This comes amidst the public outcry from the taxpayers across the country as the unstoppable Gen Z takes their protest to another level with a determination of not turning back until justice is granted. At the same time, President Ruto's call for talks with Gen Zs proves to be dead on arrival after Gen Zs unshakably stated their stand on rejecting finance bill with no interest in any talks at the moment. True to their form, the seemingly ignored generation today made a courtesy call to some of the MPs who voted in favor of the finance bill last week, demanding closure of their businesses as the total shutdown Kenya D-Day is set to take place tomorrow, concurrently with the third reading. James Baraka, KUTV News.
In a wave of political action concerning the 2024 finance bill, protesters made courtesy calls to several members of parliament expressing dissatisfaction with their stance on the finance bill. However, several leaders responded with emphasis on the need for unity and support for government initiatives. The leaders warned that opposition could impede regional development.
In the Nyali constituency area, Lydia Thiambo has led a group of youth to MP Mohamed Ali's office, demanding clarity on his position regarding the 2024 finance bill following his absence during the National Assembly vote. The group has made it clear that they plan to join national protests against the bill, emphasizing their demands to be heard.
Why is he silent right now when we need him the most? This is something that is affecting the whole nation. Na amenyamaza. Kwa nini amenyamaza? Hatukumuona parliament akivote, na silence inamaanisha unakubaliana na kitu. Kwa sababu kama ukubaliani na kitu, definitely you're going to talk about it. Sasa leo tuko hapa na tunaenda kwa Mohamed Ali. Kesho Tuesday tuko nje wote, and we are calling upon residents of Mombasa. Haijalishi wewe ni nani, tunawaita nyinyi wote. Tumetoka kukaa hapa nje peke yetu. Wale Waswahili tunawaita mjitokeze. This is the time for us to come out.
Similarly, in Lamu County, protesters have come out to oppose the bill, voicing their complaints about the proposed tax reforms. The protesters carrying placards have demonstrated their opposition to the bill. In Kirinyaga and Mbeere South counties, protesters made courtesy visits to members of parliament, expressing their dissatisfaction with government policies. Kirinyaga County Assembly Speaker Mutemi Murimi, while speaking at a soccer tournament in Kabare, emphasized the importance of unity to prevent disruptions from protests.
We cannot afford to be the opposition, and I can tell you for free, tutafanya kazi kama viongozi usiku na mchana mpaka tuweze kubadilisha Kenya. Mtatusikilia. Shikilia serikali ya William Ruto, because sisi wote we are one unitary state. Tulikuja kutatafuta kura, tukawaahidi ile mambo tutawafanyia. Na sasa kwa hii miaka 5, our only agenda ni kutimiza the promises that we gave you.
In Mbeere South, MP Engineer Nebat Muriuki emphasized the benefits of the bill, explaining his reasons for supporting it. In response to the finance bill protest, local leaders' responses underscored a commitment to addressing societal concerns through dialogue and unity, aiming to ensure continued prosperity across communities affected by the finance bill 2024. Doris Chalo, KUTV.
Interior Cabinet Secretary Professor Kithure Kindiki has stated that rioters must stop their activities at sunset or at 6:30 p.m., whichever is earlier, in accordance with the Public Order Act Cap 57 of the laws of Kenya. Kindiki has called on them not to provoke, attack, injure or obstruct law enforcement officers or even any member of the public.
Ahead of tomorrow's planned mass protest, the government through the Ministry of Interior has put up a curfew starting at 6:30 in the Central Business District, barring rioters from extending their protest in the night. Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki has stated that the government of the Republic of Kenya supports the freedom to picket. However, it will not allow any destruction of properties.
They must stop their activities at sunset or at 6:30 p.m., whichever is earlier, in accordance with the Public Order Act Cap 57 of the laws of Kenya. They must not provoke, attack, injure or obstruct law enforcement officers or even members of the public.
Kindiki has proposed measures to be considered in the protest, calling on rioters to remain peaceful and unarmed throughout the assembly, demonstration, not to engage in violence or riot, and not to involve police in the riots.
They must engage in a manner that does not promote violence or riots, because the right in Article 37 is the right to demonstrate. It is not the right to riot. Number 3, they must not breach public order.
The rioters have also been called on to inform police officers on their routes so that they can receive protection, with the police being urged to maintain order, particularly on roads leading to Parliament and State House.
To exercise this right, they must also inform the police of the routes they will take for purposes of providing escorts and ensuring that there is law and order during this constitutional expression. They must also notify the police the timings of their activities.
Non-protesters and those who hold contrary views with the protesters are also bound by the same constitutional and legal imperatives. According to Kindiki, national security organs of the Republic of Kenya shall remain neutral and firmly enforce the law and will not entertain lawlessness of any description whatsoever. Edward Nyamo, KUTV.
And in an urgent move to safeguard students amid escalating national finance bill protest, schools have begun to release students for midterm break starting today. Parents across the country now have to deal with the sudden invitation to pick their children from school, which they claim is financially strenuous. Natalie Kioko with more details.
Effective starting today, the measure to close schools earlier than scheduled is aimed at ensuring the safety of students as they travel home and deterring their potential influence to get involved in the ongoing protests. Although the Ministry of Education has not officially issued any directive on early closure of schools, we can confirm that a number of schools have already gone on midterm break. Following the disruption of school opening dates caused by floods in the country, the ministry revised the term dates, moving the midterm break from June 20th to 24th to June 26th to 28th. However, some schools have opted to release students earlier due to the dates coinciding with youth protests expected to resume tomorrow. The safety of students being compromised as they travel is still a concern due to the current unrest in the country. Parents are being advised to pick their children from school on time to avoid any inconveniences brought about by the finance bill protests. Natalie Kioko, KUTV.
With a tremendous change in technology that has seen artificial intelligence become a key player in sectors like education, agriculture and health, Kenya, through the proper use of technology and adoption of AI policies, now affirms its commitment towards seeking to realize the real benefits of AI in spurring economic development and empowerment.
As the UNESCO Eastern Africa Sub-Regional Forum on Artificial Intelligence kick-started in Nairobi today, Kenya joins the list of other East African countries like Ethiopia and Rwanda in the adoption of artificial intelligence through a guided and proper use of technology to come up with notable investments and strategies to catapult the economy to new heights. With Kenya boasting of 17,000 automated government services, Secretary for ICT and e-Government in the Ministry of ICT and Digital Economy, Ms. Mary Kerema, says that through these platforms, the government has more than enough data to kickstart the AI ecosystem in the country.
And AI is here to stay. And I always say, change is here. We can only change, or else if we don't change, then change will change us. So therefore, AI, emerging technologies, is here, but we need to ensure that there is a proper usage of technology.
Ms. Mary, however, maintains that for Kenya to formulate key policies for the adoption of AI in the country, the citizenry sits at the middle of everything.
For Kenya this year has embarked on coming up with the AI policy and also the emerging technology and AI strategy.
Speaking in tandem with Ms. Mary, Dr. Melissa Omino, Director, Center for Intellectual Property and IT Law at Strathmore University, reiterates that before anything, the involved stakeholders ought to understand the realities on the ground and adhere to the already existing legal frameworks in all industries.
We have kept in tandem with the rest of the world, but our use cases are completely different because of the realities of on the ground, and that led us to believe that artificial intelligence is a tool. It's not a sector. It's a tool that will be used to solve African problems, and as such, the legal frameworks already exist. If you think about agriculture, if you think about health, there are legal frameworks that already exist that govern those sectors, and AI must adhere to those legal frameworks.
Skills, and I think that's a better way that we...
The issue of data security and protection of sensitive data remains a crucial step in the implementation of the artificial intelligence process in Kenya. However, the government remains optimistic through its commitment seen through the establishment of institutions like the Kenya Institute of Technology in Konza City. The tool will bring a myriad of solutions to Kenya and Africa at large. Theo Masharia for KUTV.
Thank you, Theo. And President William Ruto has flagged off the first contingent of 400 police officers to the multinational security support mission in Haiti. The Kenyan police are scheduled to spearhead a mission supported by the United Nations to Haiti on Tuesday. Kenya has offered to send personnel from numerous other nations as well as about 1,000 police officers to help stabilize Haiti. Nonetheless, there have been legal challenges with the deployment in Kenya.
Amjambo. I am delighted to join you today at this historic moment as you depart to Haiti as the first Kenyan police contingent of the multinational security support mission. This is a significant milestone in our pursuit of sustainable peace and security, which are the foundations of freedom, democracy, and prosperity at home, in our region, and around the world.
These officers will make a difference to the life of the Haitian police and the life of the Haitian communities, and they will make a difference and make us proud once they are deployed in those areas. Your Excellency, these officers, we have kitted them the best kit. You can see the shoes they are wearing. These are one of the best shoes which you can walk in a far distance. They have the body armors, and they have individual first aid kit to each of these officers. Mine is to thank them and wish them success as we take them to Haiti.
Now we are taking a very short break on the bulletin tonight. We'll be back with more stories. Don't go far.
Hey Dame, is playoff mode a thing?
It's not a thing.
Look at the evidence. It's definitely a thing.
It's not a thing.
Of course it is. Playoff Wheezy is locked in.
It's game time.
Playoff Guy is going nuts. Even Chuck's playoff jokes are funnier.
No, they are not.
Well, sit yourself down and watch some NBA playoff basketball. Because we all know...
It's not a thing.
It's clearly a thing.
Kaunti maarufu kwa kuzalisha maziwa na ukuzaji wa majani chai. Pia, serikali ya kaunti inawahimiza wakulima kukumbatia mitindo mingine ya kilimo kuzidisha mapato.
Kama kuna kikundi moja inafanya biashara ya kuuza kuku, hao pia tumewafadhili kuwafunza jinsi ya kuhandle zile kuku kwa sababu wanaleta kwa wingi.
Haya yote tunakuletea katika Boresha Kilimo, toleo la kaunti ya Bomet.
Kilimo ni nguzo kubwa kwa ujenzi wa taifa.
you an aspiring media practitioner, a graduate, or you just want to advance your skills in television production? Then welcome to Kenyatta University, where education meets innovation. KUTV, the premier university television station in Kenya, is now offering short courses in TV studio, field technical operations, and video editing. Through these courses, you will acquire hands-on skills on camera operations, media production, lighting techniques, audiovisual editing, and sound and visual control, and how to operate key equipment in modern TV control room. Enroll today at KUTV and discover your full potential in cutting-edge TV broadcasting. Graduates of these courses will receive professional certificates. For more information, visit our offices at KUTV Studios or call us on 020-870-4252 or 020-870-4255 or SMS us on 0739-110-544. KUTV, a new experience.
You are watching KUTV Primetime News with Anyango, Sylvia.
Welcome back. Remember to keep engaging with us on X at KUTV_Kenya at Anyango Sylvia KE. Now, Attorney General Justin Muturi's son Leslie Muturi was released yesterday night, hours after his alleged abduction on June 22nd at Lavington, Kilimani. Leslie was reportedly detained by officers from the Anti-Terrorism Police Unit, ATPU, in Upper Hill, where he was held and questioned for several hours. He was released at around 6:30 p.m. after his family was notified.
Following the police investigations concerning Leslie's abduction, officials revealed that Leslie was detained by the Anti-Terrorism Police Unit officers in Upper Hill and was questioned several hours before his release. Reports indicate that Leslie was at a popular club along Dennis Pritch Road before his car was blocked a short distance after he left and was forcibly removed from his vehicle and transferred into another car which quickly departed. In a video circulating online, Embakasi West Member of Parliament Mark Mwenje identified Leslie as his friend, stating that he witnessed the police intervention. Mwenje claimed to have noted the license plates of the cars and vowed to ensure Leslie's release, highlighting the urgency and the family's alarm at his detention. The blue SUV that Leslie was driving was found on the roadside with its doors and boot yanked open. Despite the police denials, it was clear that the law enforcement officers who were involved in the incident, as police officers are investigating the reportedly abduction of the Gen Z protesters who are mobilizing the hashtag Reject Finance Bill 2024 protest, since the motive for the incident was not yet known. Nyabuti Jail, KUTV.
Now, Kenya has today signed 6 global fund grants amounting 59.7 billion shillings to support HIV, TB, and malaria intervention and strengthen health and community systems during the implementation period of 3 years from July 2024 to June 2027. In HIV, there has been a remarkable decline in new HIV infections, HIV-related mortality, and mother-child transmissions by 78%, 68%, and 65% respectively. The average positivity rate among TB presumptive cases declined from 7.35% in 2021 to 5.6% in March 2024, while the absolute number tested more than doubled from 245,902 in 2021 to 502,970 in March 2024. Similarly, the malaria program has contributed to the overall reduction of malaria burden in Kenya, with the national level prevalence declining from 8.2% in 2015 to 6% in 2023. Residents of Nkwene Ward in Meru County will now receive improved healthcare services through a new dispensary built by Kenya Pipeline Community for 6.5 million shillings. This facility aims to serve the 58,000 members of the Nkwene Ward community by enhancing their access to essential healthcare needs.
The launch of the MCK Uku dispensary in Nkwene Ward, Meru County aims to provide the residents of the area with better healthcare services. Member of County Assembly in Nkwene Ward, Martin Makasi, expressed gratitude for the new dispensary supported by the Deputy Manager of the area's MP, Susan Aremi. Makasi also called on other institutions to come forward to assist the community in this manner.
As the leader of this area, I appreciate this work, and I ask even other institutions to move out and help the community in this way.
We are very much humbled that you guys have found the initiative to come and make our people live longer and to experience the better part of their lives, being elderly people.
Chief of Uku Dorothy Kinywa expressed joy at the opening of the dispensary, noting that this facility will greatly reduce the distance residents have to travel to access essential medical services.
Within Uku location hatuna dispensary ingine, hatuna facility ingine ya wagonjwa kutemba tembea, na ni area ambayo iko na population ya watu wengi sana. Hospitali ambayo walikuwa naenda kusaidiwa ni mbali some kilometers kutoka hapa, na ni gharama kubwa hata kwa transport.
Moses Mugambi of Aga Khan Hospital stated that the launch of this facility included a 2-day free medical camp organized in collaboration with Aga Khan Hospital, which included disease screening for all attending residents.
We decided to come here and offer a free medical camp where we are screening the public. Everyone is open today. Everyone is free to come for this event.
These efforts represent a significant step towards improving the availability and quality of healthcare services for the residents of Nkwene Ward and set an example for similar projects in other regions. Mwita Njambi, KUTV.
Now switching gears to sports, in a thrilling shutdown to the 2023-2024 Football Kenya Federation Premier League season, Gor Mahia clinched their 21st title with 73 points, securing a 5 million cash prize. Tusker followed with 63 points, while Police FC garnered 57 points. Zoya Sugar and Muhoroni Youth faced a relegation, while Mathare United and Mara Sugar earned promotion to the league.
Here have been crowned winners of 2023-2024 FKF Premier League season, qualifying them to play for Confederation of African Football Champions League and awarded a cash prize of 5 million. The now 21 times Kenya Premier League champions Gor Mahia finished the league with 73 points, with Tusker FC finishing second with 63 points. Police FC followed closely in the third position with 57 points and Bandari gaining 52 points to finish fourth. With Zoya Sugar defeat of 1-3 against Sofapaka yesterday, Zoya Sugar have been relegated together with Muhoroni Youth FC after drawing against Posta Rangers to finish 17th with 32 points. Meanwhile, Mathare United and Mara Sugar have been promoted to play in the next season's FKF Premier League after a successful campaign in the National Super League. The following are some of the KPL top scorers of 2023-24 season. Benson Omala, Gor Mahia striker with 19 goals. John Mark Makwata from Kariobangi Sharks with 16 goals, Eric Kapaito striker for Tusker with 12 goals, and Francis Kahiro Bandari FC striker with 9 goals. Brenda Nyongesa, KUTV.
Hungary secured a 100th-minute winner to beat Scotland 1-0, booking themselves for a last 16th spot at the Euro 2024. Kevin Shobat's last-minute goal of the game was enough to put Hungary in the third position in Group A with 3 points. At the same time, Germany and Switzerland played to a 1-1 draw at MHP Arena Stadium. Dan Doe scored for Switzerland at 28th minute before Niklas Füllkrug leveled the score in the 92nd minute. In other matches lined up for today, Albania will face Spain at Marquez PL Arena Stadium, while Croatia will take on Italy in Group B at Red Bull Arena Leipzig Stadium at 10 p.m. East African time. that is it from us, and on behalf of the team responsible for the production of this bulletin, thank you so much for choosing our news and for choosing KUTV. This far, our sign language interpreter tonight has been John Opio and Anyango Sylvia. Have a good night.